And we've just been speaking to a large number of sources close to the LTTE top leadership, and they've said that V. Prabhakaran has slipped out of the no-fire zone where he is supposed to have been holed up for the last few days. In fact, he's no longer hiding in that 8 square kilometer stretch that the Lankan army insists is surrounded by their forces, and he's trapped in that area. In fact, we've been told that Prabhakaran has most probably moved his base. Prabhakaran most likely is not in that no-fire zone and could be in the Yala Forest of the Ampara district. Actually is. In fact, we've put together a scenario graphics for you on a few maps to show just how the Sri Lankan army went after Prabhakaran and where things stand as of now. Well, the offensive against the LTTE actually began in 2007. At that time, the LTTE, as you can see on this map right behind me, was in control of the north and the east of Sri Lanka, substantial territory. But then there were some very decisive turns over the next 2.5 years that resulted in the LTT landing itself up in this enclave only to the north of the island. Still a substantive territory, but one that was shrinking. It was in 2009, January this year, under the control of General Dias, that the 57th Division inflicted 2 quick blows on the LTTE, which resulted in being pushed into one small enclave. First defeat for the LTTE came in Kilinochchi, which is here right behind me on the screen. After that came Mullaitivu. That's where the LTT was concentrated for a long time. In fact, for the last 4 months, that's where it has been concentrated. But then, slowly, because of the final onslaught of the Lankan army, it's got restricted to this triangular area that you can see on your map, just here, where one believes now Prabhakaran is holed up and is fighting with his back, not in this case to the wall, but to the sea. There's nowhere to go for him. If Prabhakaran is in this area, he's going to find himself restricted in this green zone that you can see on the map here. This green zone is the area where Prabhakaran is. It's only about 8 square kilometers in diameter. Already, the Sri Lankan forces, you can see on that map, are just 6 kilometers away, and they're waiting for that decisive thrust into that area to get hold of Prabhakaran.